The Anachronauts. They travel through time by downloading history to their brains and archive the past in order to save the future. With their trusty brain download computer, the Epoch Traverser, they randomly visit the past year after year. Join them as they embark on their next adventure. Prepare yourself for Anachronology.
Oh, you
Well,
are.
hey there. Welcome back. You were watching Anachronology. Did you like that sponsor break? Do you need a new family? Well, you can call 1-800-DO-OVER and see if it's right for you. If making a life-altering major decision is right for you.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tempting. Yeah. So cool first category. We talked some tunes, music, what people were listening to, maybe not necessarily us in 2006, and a great new category.
We reached into the depths of the internet
The
with
old YouTube.
YouTube of yore, just seeing how absolutely bananas all that shit was. I mean,
Weird and wild place, man. Good
there was
Lord.
definitely some things that I don't understand why they are still even on the internet, unless the people who uploaded them completely forgot the login, how to obliterate that from
Oh,
existing.
boy.
But
It's really just honestly on the internet forever. I mean, that's just it. If you ain't going to take the time to get rid of it, it's just there, baby. It's one of the rings on the many giant tree of the internet.
But coming up here for category number 2 is something that we have every year, a little bit of television shows.
We like our
2006.
TV here on Anachronology. Yeah, TV, baby. What do we got, man? I'm not, that's not ringing many bells, TV 2006. What we got?
I'm looking at the list. I know almost everything on here. Well, let's
Oh,
see the
cool.
first one. A little bit of Dexy. A little bit of
Yeah,
Dexy.
dude. Dexter. Yeah. I want to say you turned me on to Dexter. I feel like at that time we were chitty chatting and I think you'd said, dude, this show is fucking great. And I remember being like, cool. And then this was, of course, back in the day. Not saying I pirated a lot of shit, but I did not have the show times and was able to acquire the first season and chewed through it. It was fucking awesome. And based off the book, Dexter, I don't know if it's called. Is the book called
Dexter After Dark? I think it's called Dexter After Dark or Darkly Dexter, Darkly Dreaming Dexter. Yeah, I can't. Or maybe it is just Dexter. Hey, let's find out. We'll pull it up.
By something Lindsay is his last name. I think the guy, the author.
Let's see.
But awesome show.
Darkly Dreaming Dexter by Jeff Lindsay.
Jeff Lindsay. Yeah, dude. And it's cool. At the time, I remember this coming out in 2006, living in Florida, not in Miami, but I felt the show really encapsulated the whole kind of Miami, Southern Florida feel. I thought it was kind of a great backdrop to have for the show. Amazing premise. And Michael C. Hall was just a knockout star. I mean, he just came out swinging. He had done 6 Feet Under before this, so people knew who he was. But I mean, big swings. And this show just went on forever and had an adoring fan base.
I want to say that when he was announced as being cast of the role of Dexter, the author, he was like, man, the fucking gay brother from 6 Feet Under, how is he ever going to bring my character that I've poured my heart and soul
to acting, bro? Jesus.
Oh yeah, right, dude, because he is pretty damn good in that role.
Amazing. It's just the whole the whole kind of like the sociopathic, just kind of like the blank stare. He just did it so fucking well, and the code, the fucking listening to the dad, all that shit was super cool, and they played it pretty well on the show.
I mean, it's one thing where there's the Hannibal Lecter aspect of rooting for a killer, right? Where just the portrayal of the character, even though he's a bad guy and he's evil, it's like you're so drawn into the performance, a la Anthony Hopkins. But with him being a serial killer, he is a serial killer, spoiler, that kills other serial killers or bad people. And that the added spice of having you don't have to worry about rooting for a guy that kills people because he's only killing bad people. So it takes this the ickiness or the feel bad about rooting for this bad guy completely out of the equation, because it's oh, this guy's fucking killing rapists and child molesters and arsonists, and this is fucking awesome.
It flipped the kind of the perception on its head in a really cool way. And again, the whole they do such a good job of it kind of being slightly realistic to how this guy works as a forensic expert in the fucking like Miami Police Department. So he has all this like knowledge and understanding of how crimes are investigated, and just his knowledge of crime scenes, and just how I loved throughout the show how like precise and clean he was. You know, obviously he's wrapped in the plastic here. He always would have the crazy fucking kill room and shit. Just awesome, dude. Awesome show.
Yeah, the one of my favorite things is when they would do flashbacks of like when he was a teenager and they just put that shitty on him in like ill-fitting clothes, and they put like bad braces on the actress that plays his sister, and she's like, "Oh, Dad, come on, like how come you're taking Dex out to go not kill people? Can't I come?" No,
like
Dad.
they couldn't have splurged for younger actors at the time. I will say that it was definitely a gripe of mine with the show. And you know, spoiler alert, I wasn't really pleased how they ended the series, like officially ended the show. I thought it was a pretty weak sauce, and I know a lot of the fan base were really pissed off about it. And then I mean, they have since brought it back in iterations, and I think even to this day they're cashing in on the Dexter name, and they're going to keep making Dexter shows.
And John Lithgow as he utters one of the greatest. He won an Emmy for the award, but I can boil down that Emmy win to one line in that show. We're not going to say it here. Do yourself a favor. Try and sniff it out. Try and sniff it out.
Trinity Killer. You'll find it.
It is. It is a line that I say to this day. Next show, big. So this show. I think this ended. Man, I actually should look to like how this ended. I don't think it was brought up because of Bill Paxton died. But yeah, HBO. It's got the premise being this fucking dude who left the Mormon church, but he's still like his father is like the culty leader of the Mormon church. He was supposed to be second in charge, like second in command, take over for his dad. He says, "Nah, you guys are crazy. You live on a compound. You're all super weird. But I am going to take my 3 wives with me." So he goes
and
like
take my polygamous lifestyle with me.
Yeah, lives in suburbia. And Chloe Svengey here on the left, she plays like one of the many daughters of let's say his father-in-law, that's what it was, is her dad. And he was supposed to by marrying her, he was supposed to, Bill Paxton's character, he was supposed to be the next patriarch of the whole cult. And he's like, "I'm just gonna take your daughter."
I never really watched a single episode. I just knew it existed, and it was one of those kind of HBO staples at that time that was always advertised. And yeah, but I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with Bill Paxton. I think he's fucking great. And you know,
oh yeah, I guess they just felt. I just had to look up here. They it ended after 5 seasons because the show's creators felt they had reached the end of the characters' arcs, and that's good. Like, you're not trying to beat a dead horse. Yeah, right. 5 episodes, and I'd imagine that this would probably still be on Max if you go and you have Max subscription or something. You can go dig for it. But very well acted, very hour-long drama. The hints of comedy are there, but the much like most shows on HBO, the acting performances are why you want to tune in. Pretty darn good. Arguably the biggest potential to have a badass superhero show on TV flushed down the fucking toilet in the last 5 minutes of the last episode of the first season. What a waste.
I remember that fondly. The funny thing about this show, and I can remember watching television around this time, and this was a time when I was a big Lost fan when Lost came on, and this was also kind of on the crux of the writer's strike kind of maybe wrapping up around this time or earlier, and Lost was getting just abominably bad. It was so bad. Like by like the 3rd season of Lost, everybody was like, "Boy,
what the hell's going on?
We're really drifting here. Like they're way off the map." And then this show came along out of nowhere, and I remember they advertised it, and I remember like the pilot right out of the gate, you're sold. You're like, I like it. It's edgy. It's all about people like finding each other. And then kind of the big like formula. It was like what? Save the cheerleader, save the world. That was like the big thing. And all these people were breakout stars, and it was cool. Like Zachary Quinto and Milo, whatever the fuck his name is.
Whatever his name is.
Right. And like, you know, I felt like Hero was a cool character.
Oh yeah,
and they all had these super like unique things, and I felt like they were doing what a lot of like for instance, what ABC was doing really well with Lost, with this kind of real big kind of cinematic show. This was the NBC answer to that, was this show. But dude, you're so right. Like, came to the last episode, and I remember it was just like, it was like some terrible CGI or something, and everybody was like, ugh.
Man,
Like,
I
I
am
think like the guy, like Nathan, the brother that's like
Mhm.
next to Milo, he just like picks him up and like flies off into the air. And it was like an audible, like, oh God.
Dude, they had built up to have
Oh,
such potential for this to be like, because they would tease, you'd only get that, which
yeah.
I'm guessing the budget to make the powers look cool. They were like, hey, listen, this Iron Man hasn't come out yet. We can't like we plus that's movie money. We don't know how to make it look really cool, but we can tease everything. And that job of or the job of or how successful that job of getting you to buy into how badass it's gonna be. Like you said, fucking, oh, what's gonna happen?
Oof.
Hey, brother, let me just pick you up
Oh,
and fly off into nowhere. Like
yeah.
it
And you could
was.
tell that was the moment it broke,
Oh,
because
dude,
then they came back in the second season and it just fell apart.
it
It
was
just
so
couldn't. Ugh.
it was so ham-fisted and shoehorned that ending. Like whatever, I would love to know what the original ending of season one was supposed to be because that seemed
It's
like
like, did
just
they just run out of gas? You know, like it's too bad because you've come that far. Like, you've captivated everybody up until that point and you just let people down. So agreed. I think if you watch, I don't know how many eps in the first, but just don't watch the end of the fucking season. And I think it's fine.
yeah, yeah, like the right
Oh,
before when the Milo Ventimiglia, whatever his name is, when he's freaking out at the end, just picture that it like fades to black or it goes to be
we
continued,
continue.
so
It
something.
would have been
Yeah,
better
so
choice.
before the brother shows up, because the first season is very good, very very good.
Oh,
Yeah,
hero.
they really screwed the pooch. Okay, bro, I don't even know that this fucking
Oh,
I don't even know that this existed. Dude, Blade the series,
you're
bro.
blowing my
The
fucking
series.
mind. The series, dude, looks like B-level Blade. I mean, this is bad. Who the fuck even is playing Blade?
LL Cool Blade.
LL Cool Blade.
Yeah,
This is
who is playing
bad,
Blade in the TV
bro.
series? Yeah, here we
This, like,
go.
tattoo and shit too. Did Blade have that tattoo? I don't think he did.
It definitely doesn't.
I mean, I will say this for the OG Blade, Wesley Snipes. For one, that movie saved Marvel single-handedly, because at that point, Marvel was in dire straits financially, and that movie did so fucking well. I think I read something today or something randomly about it did like 120 million at the box office, which back then is
It,
fucking
yeah,
insanely
Buffalo,
good.
Buffalo
So
numbers.
you come right in, you save the fucking franchise, and they made a bunch of other Blades after that. So they must have got the greedy sauce, and they were like, dude, we can make. And this is, of course, probably way before the MCU. So I'm sure this was just absolute dog shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the trailer for this.
Oh
I
yeah.
had to pull up the trailer, and it turns out. So I am familiar with who this person is.
Oh, are you?
This is Sticky Fingers from the rap group Onyx. Although I did not like thump Onyx
What?
quite a bit, I am familiar with Onyx, but I did not know that
He
Sticky
got moved
Fingers.
up to first class to play
I did
Blade.
not know
Lord.
Sticky Fingers from Onyx was the titular
I
role
mean,
in
like you
Blade.
said, LL Cool J wasn't available to do
Yeah.
the Blade TV role.
Let's see what happened. Let's see why Sticky Fingers was
Wesley Snipes wasn't touching that shit.
let's see here. All right,
He's
hit
been
me.
waiting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we got like
I love already that it's got like that like early 2000s Final Cut text on it.
yeah. Listen, they had to dump all the money into trying to get Wesley Snipe, and they had to like fly him out to like schmooze. They had to 4 seasons his ass. They had nothing left. Let's see what Blade the TV show looks like.
Amazing. The music. This is
Does this take place in Miami?
This feels like a terrible student film.
This is really bad.
This is like something my old roommate would have made. Oh, so bad. This is it. It's all
Gearing up.
just
It's just him gearing up.
gearing up.
Okay.
Gotta put the shades on.
Okay.
Do we get action, or is it just this is the setup?
What?
What?
Wait. Blade TV show trailer re-uploaded. This doesn't make any. This is Wesley Snipes. What is going on?
This is terrible.
My producer screwed us.
I feel like this is a fan-made trailer for the fucking series.
Oh no. No. We can't have that. That's awful. Why would you do this to us?
It's like this is probably better than the actual trailer they put out for Blade.
We're gonna have to go to. I honestly thought that we're gonna have to go. Let's see. Let's get a. This seems like some of the show itself. So this is Blade the series. Let's see here.
Nighttime is no place for the living.
Yeah.
It's a movie. Is it Randy Quaid?
Randy Quaid. Of course they could pull Randy Quaid. He made just like lowest amount SAG and just a couple of lunches.
Listen, we have no Snipes, but we do have Quaid. You have Dennis Quaid? No, Randy Quaid.
He passed.
Let's see where Randy takes this.
Vampires. This is Vampire Rage.
Vampire Rage.
Oh wow. Oh man. Again, very student filmy.
So is this not like the WB?
I know. I want to know what network it aired on. Oh, that guy.
Smoky Woodbine, yeah.
Okay. Like, how much of this show takes place at a nightclub?
All of it, Tom.
Blade's back.
Wow.
Blade the series on WB or WIB? What the?
I don't even know. A foreign show?
Oh, man, I don't.
Wow.
Was it like Canadian?
Oh, was it Canadian? I mean, that was one to miss, huh? God, I slept on Blade the series.
Blade Sticky Fingers 2006. You are no Wesley Snipes Blade, but I guess for the TV, you did the best you could from the rap group Onyx. We have 2006, the first season of Top Chef with Tom Colicchio there, the bald guy on the left, and Padma, I can't remember her last name, Lakshma, something. I can't remember. All I know
this show is just, to this day, they still make this fucking show. I mean, you're talking about, God, what, 30 fucking seasons of the show, been to every fucking city imaginable. They've had spin-offs to fucking All-Stars. I mean, you know, I've been guilty of watching this show. I have stopped watching it because it is very formulaic and it's the same shit over and over. But in the time, in the little pocket, I probably didn't watch it until, God, at least the 7th, 8th season of the show. But it's cool. It's fun. It's fun to watch the creativity and the intensity that they put these, talented chefs through. And, you stay for all the witty Tom Colicchio banter,
But like you said, Tom, all the fucking formulaic bullshit, if they could trim off, there's what, 5 minutes of cooking and of the 45-minute show. There's the show's called Top Chef. It's more just a lot of them
10 minutes of them shopping at Whole Foods. It's always like you can name it. It's gonna drop exactly how you think, and then it's I mean, there were some, and obviously, people have forged fucking literal culinary careers off this show.
Yeah, and more power to them for sure. But the way in which was this Bravo, right? Was this Bravo? Yeah, Bravo. They're able to just know that they can milk this formula for it's like you said, 30 seasons, whatever it is, without having much of the show be centering around chefing. It's a bunch of pissing and moaning and bitching and them the judges saying, well, I thought this caramel tart was too sugary and I didn't like how much lemon was in the curd, and it's like, fucking, you're eating 5-star food no matter who the hell's making it on the show.
And literally you gave these people like 10 minutes to make this fucking plate for you, so be grateful and eat it. But I think too, the other thing that drove this show is sponsorship. That's all this is. It's a sponsorship machine. Brought to you by this, they're just no wonder Bravo's made 30 of them. It must be a fucking massive cash cow. I'm sure homeboy there, Tom Colicchio, has stolen multiple recipes to put in all his fucking restaurants. And I don't even think Padma's on the show anymore. She's like, I'm going to do my own thing. And then this basically spawned, like you said, this kind of template that everybody took off with too, because there's so many of these shows. Gordon Ramsay got in on it, you know, like there's everybody wanted to do this cooking reality competition thing. But
I know we brought this up many shows ago, and I can't remember like how it came up in what reminded us of it, but the show that I want to know what year pops up when it was first like rebroadcast and dubbed in English here was the OG Iron Kitchen, the Iron Chef, the Japanese Iron Chef, where they would air it on Food Network at like midnight, 1 in the morning, and they would have the Japanese Iron Chef. Hands down, the best cooking a la, you know, Top Chef battle show in the history of cooking. Still has not been surpassed.
Bro, I used to call that my nightcap show. I would come home out of my mind, fucking wasted, and sit down and just pass out to what, being like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Loved the OG Iron Chef. Okay, so here's one that we need to do. I don't know how much we can watch, but this show is called Strawberry Panic: Girls' School in Full Bloom.
Oh man, this is totally on par for the course.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be it's going to be a little weird here. Let's
weird.
We
men in the writing room crafting this up.
Oh yeah, we got to see here. This is Blade, the non-Blade that we need. Let's see what's here's
Give me
what
a taste.
Here's what the original DVD box set commercial
is.
The
DVD box set. Oh man.
So what do we think this show is about that apparently debuted in 2006? Yeah, so this is Strawberry.
I'm sure that box set's hard to come by.
Yeah, Strawberry Panic. We're not getting let me see here. We need to find just a little bit
it's just like every like fantasy raveled into like 20 minutes every episode.
So it's about a group of girls who attend an all-girls school in Estrella Hill.
Sure.
And the common theme throughout is the intimate lesbian relationships between the characters.
Go big and go home, man.
Right? Strawberry Panic.
So
I guess
Panic.
that's the I wonder, why are they panicking? Is Strawberry a name for something else that we are unfamiliar with?
I definitely missed this one. Where this was definitely not on like late night Adult Swim or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know what. Let's see what this like fan made. Let's see what this fan made. There we go. I don't think we're going to be able to see any, implicit relationship details, but let's see the drama. What an incredibly pretty person.
Oh my God. Meeting the goth girl at school.
So I'm assuming Strawberry Panic is I'm guessing it gets far more graphic than that, considering the stories revolve around that being a relationship. I wonder what the ratio of the awkward getting the oh, this girl's cute, I don't know why I feel this way, up until you get into the full-blown lesbian stuff, because I am pretty sure that was like whenever they were airing this over in Japan, that's how they got him on the hook. They said, listen,
hells yeah,
all we need to do is make a bunch of schoolgirls doing feeling weird about looking at other schoolgirl, and we got him on the hook.
Yeah, that check was cashed.
Strawberry Panic. I don't think I'll be watching it. Oh,
God.
So Tom and I had a roommate who would fall asleep to like the DVD menu of this playing. And
fucking theme song is forever burned into my mind. Yep.
So Tom and I would be roommates, and we'd be editing, and we would be sitting like with headphones on.
Anything in a certain hour.
We would like take off trying to edit stuff and be like, "What is that?" And then
that person fell asleep to the psych DVD. And you know what? I got away with actually never watching a single minute of this fucking show, but I have seen the DVD menu a lot of every possible fucking season of this show.
I believe this is another one. I think what's like I often bring up shows that my mom would watch or mention. See this show. I believe this was like a mom show. My mom liked this show. The premise is this guy's a swindler, right? He uses mentalism or whatever the hell it is to try and solve crimes. Dooley Hill, who was on West Wing, you might remember from the Year in Review, top of the show, is his like buddy or partner in, I don't want to say crime, but his, helps him get / solves cases. So yeah, like a procedural where it's kind of like Columbo, but not. I guess is the way
it's very USA Network.
There you go.
It really stinks of that, and obviously was on USA Network. And the likes of Monk, I think, was another thing we talked about on another episode that was very much in that block of, like kind of just like feel good, goofy, you can watch it with your mom comedies on USA Network.
And you can use the DVD menu song as like a form of interrogation, like Abu Ghraib style.
That's right. Over
and over. Good show, quality show, Planet Earth, quality show, 2006.
Solid. I have vivid memories of this, and I remember at the time, and this is of course the technology, but a roommate of mine had gotten a flat screen television, like a nice flat screen television, and this was pretty much in the beginnings of when they were putting out Blu-rays, and they were toting like, oh, Blu-ray looks so much better, and 1080p. And I'll never forget, he had gotten the Planet Earth DVD, and of course we all had to sit down and watch it, and it was just like, this is the future. It was like bright colors, everything was sharp and beautiful and fucking majestic, and it was just made for that. It is a truly just awe-inspiring piece of work, the Planet Earth stuff,
especially the quality of the camera work and like you're talking, Tom, like on the Blu-ray, the vividness, the clarity, and on something like a flat screen to go from, and granted, like flat screens had existed, relatively, but to get this type of like nature shots, like for, what was it, like 6 episodes or like 5 episodes or something, like however many, because they went to the different, like, it must be 6 here. They went to like the deserts, the jungles, the tundra, the ocean, like the different areas. And dude, freaking, you don't have to like science or want to see shit explode or want to, like, you could literally put this up and just fucking get drawn into how intoxicating this is.
It set the bar, I think, so fucking high for any future like nature documentary or nature filmmaking. And it's just truly like what I really liked about the show too is they would do like the behind the scenes, and like you said, they would just show these insanely dedicated camera people that would just have to wait and wait and wait and be sitting, thousands and thousands of yards away from a subject on the longest lens you could ever imagine, just waiting to capture magic. And then the way they edited it and like told a story with it, bro, it's crazy shit, dude. It's crazy.
I can't remember if it was this one or the one that they did after this. This is the first iteration of Planet Earth, but like the snow leopard that's on the land, like the way that,
bro,
dude, that is still one of the most like mind nature shots I've seen. That is crazy good.
Yeah, if you ain't checked this out, it's totally worth it.
Oh yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, even
all the hype.
20 years removed from its debut, totally worth it. IT Crowd. This is a nice little. We often bring up UK programs here on the show when it comes to things like TVs and movies, but doing what they do very well over across the pond, making some ha-has, making some little 25-30 minute funny shows. This actually tried to do this with Joel McHale over here, and what's his name, right? Richard Ayoade, to basically, he was still his same character, and they just kind of
flopped,
Americanized it up, and it went stunkerini. But this dude, the dude who plays the boss, I can't remember that actor's name, but he's
put on a kettle, will you?
Yeah, that's his dad. Yeah, that guy's his dad in the show.
Oh, that's Matt Berry.
Matt Berry, thank you, Matt. But yeah, he's in
the legendary Matt Berry.
Yes, sorry, forgive me. Yeah, like whatchamacallit, What We Do in the Shadows, a bunch of other shit. Yeah, Father.
So fucking funny, dude, and like it's funny you say they tried to do an American version, because this is obviously on the heels of like, hey, look, we could make the UK Office a hit. We'll take the fucking IT Crowd, and you just couldn't do it, And it was like, I know homeboy on the right there is super famous too. He ended up doing, Yeah, Chris Dowd. I think he was in like Bridesmaids,
Mhm.
and he's in some show now on Apple TV. And then Matt Berry's in What They Do in the Shadows. And Richard Ayoade, he's a director too,
Sure.
and I think he directed some pretty cool shit.
Oh yeah, oh man, yeah, it's like it's like a coming of age story.
Oh,
What the heck?
Submarine.
Yankee Submarine. Yeah, Submarine's really well done.
Super
Yeah,
weird, but
yeah,
dude, just like perfect. And
yeah.
obviously, it's cool because I think a lot of these funny actors, especially Matt Berry and Ayoade, they were on Darth Marenghi.
Oh yeah,
So,
Darth
yeah.
Vader.
And
Yeah.
that's another just like if you could find that shit, god damn, that shit's
Yeah.
absolutely out of its
Yeah.
mind.
Isn't that only like 6 episodes
Yeah.
too? Is Darth Vader's
If anything, just watch it for the intro of the show. Like if you watch any fucking part of it, just watch the intro. But it just shows that like these fuckers were working, man. They're just, and that's what they do over there. They have this mill of funny people, and they were just churning out great shit.
Yeah, nothing crazy spectacular, but if you got 20 minutes to kill, 25 minutes to kill back in 2006, and you've got a beer, you're smoking a joint, pretty good show.
Good. It's
Yeah,
a fun
pretty good show.
ride. Yep.
Friday Night Lights, the show that was based off of the movie. I'm pretty sure that was. Let me look this up. It had Billy Bob Thornton in it. But
Who
yeah,
directed that movie?
I
Was
will
it
tell you in 1 second.
Peter Berg?
Ooh, that's actually not dude. That guy is weird. How the weird him being an actor, but also the movies he's helmed. 2000. Come on. I don't want the TV series. I want the Flim Flam.
Yeah, because I know people really loved the movie, and it had a very like I remember it was like very like cobalt blue, and it had a very distinguishable look.
You are correct, Peter Berg.
Peter Berg, cool. Yeah, and obviously you being a Texan at that time, people were getting crazy for this shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like I would be at work and people would be like, I need to go home to watch Friday Night Lights. I'm like, do you? You need to get home to watch Friday Night Lights.
You have a fucking TiVo, dude?
Yeah, it's a TV show, and I understand that we're in Texas and it's about Texas football, but relax. It's on NBC. Yeah, lose their minds. Yeah, Peter Berg. I wonder if, geez, that was a weird. I wonder if he knew it was going to be the hit that it was for his ass, or he was like, yeah, okay, I'll direct a movie about football. I like football.
And you got, I think that's Connie Britton is the woman, and I can't think he's super like popular too now. Homeboy.
Where's the TV show? Now I need the TV show. You should have given me the TV show.
All about football.
Yeah, the guy looks like David Putty, but he's not David Putty. Kyle Chandler, or is that
Chandler? Yeah, cool. Obviously playing the the coach of the fucking team, and it's that same trope, but they were able to stretch it into how many seasons of this fucking show did they do?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. It ran for 5 seasons, 76 episodes.
Okay.
Sports drama, teen drama, family drama.
Yeah, people eating that shit up, and NBC darling at the time.
And
I
inspired.
think I watched a single episode of it, but
yeah, dude, I never said, but I'm telling you, if you lived in Texas in 2006, you had to, and you were a native born son or daughter of Texas, you had to love Friday Night Lights.
Part of the fucking program.
Rounding off here, a TV show, also one that I have never seen. I don't know if you've seen it, Tom, but we do have at least the opening credits for us to try and figure out what the hell it's about. Shark, starring James Woods. It takes a predator to put one away.
What?
Yeah, man. I gotta see how many episodes or how many seasons this ran for.
That log line did not age well. He's a swarmy son of a bitch, James Woods. Obviously, he I mean, I actually liked some of his older shit, and then I mean, he, like lots of people, he drank the political Kool-Aid and just ran his mouth a lot, and then just kind of became a they always say you live long enough to become the villain, I mean,
right?
Kind of hate his ass, but maybe it was just his last acting gig on TV.
2 seasons, and he's a notorious Los Angeles defense attorney, becomes disillusioned with his career, blah, 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 blah. Los Angeles, okay, his staff, his daughter, informs a central plot for the series. All right, let's just... So, I mean, we don't need anything more than to watch the little, what do we got here? The season 2 opening credits. I guess that's all that a producer could get for us here. Oh. Let's add to the stage, let's see what we got here. Come on, give us the goods. Hold on. We gotta go back for that intro.
Wow.
more music, a little volume.
Did the graphics team behind the fucking that music video we just watched get this job?
Oh my god, it's like the guitar slide.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Oh,
Who do we got? Anyone?
None of these people are working anymore.
Yeah, this is what?
Oh,
Jerry Ryan.
oh, Jerry Ryan is kind of
Well,
okay. You talk about not being able to know what a fucking show is about at all in the fucking intro credits sequence. That was all sizzle, no steak, Shark.
Dude,
Sorry,
Shark. What
yeah,
the
hang it up, James Woods.
dude? What the hell were they thinking giving this guy a show, especially one that has the intro that it does, and I guess trying to make James Woods be a good guy. I'm not saying that he can't portray one. All I'm saying is he don't look like one.
He doesn't, and they were like, "Listen, we want you to David Caruso the fuck out of this and never take your sunglasses off."
He was the OG. He was like, well, actually, I don't know if CSI Miami was probably before that, but yeah, they tried to CSI Miami up James Wood for Shark, and you didn't do it.
Wow.
That's what you got for 2006 TV. I hope you guys like some of those shows if you watched them when you were alive back then. If not, the ones that we said to check out, you should probably check them out if you got a little bit of downtime and you like to see our recommendations on things.
Stream that shit or go find it on the World Wide
Webacue. Okay, we are rounding third here on this episode of Anachronology. That means we have one more sponsor break followed by one more category and one more segment, and then we can get you guys out of here. But I hope you stick around because we've got a little bit more show right after this commercial break.
See you soon.
Be right back.